Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, a little WWE Night of Champions preview later on today, this afternoon, here in the United States from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We're going to have on ESPN Plus, also on Disney Plus if you have ESPN as well. You get them all kind of bundled together. You can get it on any of those platforms. We got the WWE Night of Champions, so I'm going to do a little preview here. I don't do many of these lately. Just haven't been doing them. I just need to. So obviously, pro wrestling is a big factor in my life. I watch a lot of it while I'm working. So we're going to run down this WWE card real quick here. So first match, we have the Queen of the Ring Finals. We have IYO SKY taking on Liv Morgan. Now, since Liv is the Raw champion, the women's champion on Raw, if she wins this at SummerSlam, she will face the SmackDown champion, which currently is Rhea Ripley. Now, we know the history of IYO and Rhea as a tag team. I know we recently saw the Bayley, Lila Valkyrie kind of break up as a tag team. Lila attacked Bayley. So, I actually think here that I've gone both ways with this in my head. Knowing everything the Judgment Day has done and the way they protect Liv and how they get involved all the time, and help her win, I could see that happen, but I could also see Judgment Day getting involved, Rhea coming out to help IYO, and there being a little dissension there. So actually I'm going to pick IYO to win this. I can see WWE wanting to do title versus title at SummerSlam, but unless we're going to combine those titles, I haven't heard anything about doing that. Why would you do that? We'll save that for Survivor Series. So I got IYO winning that. Next up, we have King of the Ring Finals. We have Jey Uso taking on Oba Femi. I don't know. I've not really got behind this Oba Femi. He reminds me of a modern day Ahmed Johnson. So not many will get that reference, but kind of that Brock Lesnar character. And so it's kind of funny him feuding with Brock. So I'm like, okay, I want to see a little bit more out of him. We have seen him actually eat pens. So unlike some other characters like Brock and some other people, we've actually seen Oba eat pens. As a matter of fact, his first 13, he's had like 112 matches in WWE, according to Cage Match, by the way. His first 13 were all losses. Since then, he's won more than he's lost. He's actually only been beaten in singles matches by Brock Lesnar, Ricky Starks, and twice by Josh Briggs, and those were at house shows. As much as I think it'd be kind of cool to see Oba win this and the way the fans are behind him, I'm actually really like, kind of like, okay, I mean, this guy can be something here. He's not horrible on the mic. He's kind of handling his own there. The fact that he is now 1-1 against Brock Lesnar. And I think WWE is kind of, if you watch enough wrestling, WWE kind of goes in the hills and valleys when it comes to stories and the way things are done. I honestly think right now it's kind of down a little bit because SmackDowns are dragging on. They're 3 hours long. And their SmackDown's longer than the PLE. So I know that's supposed to change here soon. Go back to 2 hours. Some of the writing's been stale, I think. I think they're going to have that third match with Brock. I think that happens sooner than later. I'm not sure if it's going to be at SummerSlam or at one of the Saturday Night main events, or exactly where they're going to do that at. Because obviously, we had the Mania match. And then we did the Clash in Italy. Next up is Saturday night's main event in July, and then the SummerSlam. I mean, it is a 2-night SummerSlam, so you do need some big matches for both nights, I think. So I could see Oba. I could see Brock coming out and attacking Oba and causing Oba to lose, and then Jey Uso going on the win. Now with Roman as champion and Jey Uso winning this. And then we know it looks like Jacob is part of the bloodline, but kind of not with the Usos. There's rumor that Zilla Fatu's coming in. He's a cousin. Solo's away from the MFT, so the Solo bring into the family, and how does that, if Jay's the, does Jey go become the Undisputed Champion, or does he face Roman? Are we going back to the Roman versus Jey, the main event Jey Uso? Not sure how we get there, but I think here Oba loses this because of Brock Lesnar, which sets up the Brock Oba match because they're 1-1. We want to basically kind of end that feud there. So I got Jey Uso, not cleanly, but getting the victory here with some help from Brock Lesnar. All right, next up we have the WWE Women's United States Title Line champion Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargill. I've never been that high on Jade Cargill, but if you look at history in WWE and a lot of what they do, they kind of follow kind of a path almost, it seems like. So right now, Tiffany has had the Women's United States title 64 days. 1 year ago, Zelina Vega had the title 63 days. On her fourth defense, this is Tiffany's fourth defense, Zelina lost the title at Night of Champions. I mean, it is literally carbon copy. I'm like, yeah, they've done stuff like that before. If you ever look at the history, some of these title changes, there are kind of sometimes the history of it. I know with New Japan Pro Wrestling, there definitely is, especially around Wrestle Kingdom. But WWE sometimes does that as well. And does it improve the story if Jade comes in and beats Tiffany? I don't know. But the fact that she's had the title 64 days, and this is only her fourth defense. Yeah, I actually have Jade Cargill winning here. I think they want to put her over, it seems like. I want her personally to get over as well. But she still, to me, is the exact same wrestler she was in AEW, which is, I'm not putting her down for that. But when I look, and I think you may look at this as well, they saw her undefeated. I mean, she was had 2 losses in AEW, and she was a big deal there. Well, we want her now. We have to have her now. So they go out and get her, and she's not the big deal in WWE. She's not. She's not as flamboyant or even polished in the ring as Tiffany Stratton or Rhea Ripley or a Bayley or any of these, even Liv Morgan to a point. But she's a monster. So it's kind of, it's like, But anyway, I actually think Jade go ahead and win this. I think they take the title off of Tiffany. I think they got something different planned for Tiffany. Hopefully it's going to be high profile. I think she is very talented. I think she is a very green Charlotte. Rhea, that level. If you remember when Rhea came in, she literally looked like Charlotte's double in that first Mae Young Classic. And she was able to change her look, become herself, and get over that way. And I think Tiffany can get over even being a young Charlotte. I like to see Tiffany and Charlotte team up for a while. I think that would be hell good. But I got Jay winning the women's U.S. title. As for the men's U.S. title, Trick Williams taking on Ricky Saints. I can't say Ricky Starks. Same thing applies here, actually. Trick said the title 69 days. This is his third defense. In 2025, Jake can fight 2 at 70 days, 69-70. Lost the title on his third defense at Night of Champions. Parallel to the women's title. I honestly think we see both titles change here. I think we're at a point here. I think they go ahead and put the title on Ricky Saints, see what he can do. This is the title in the main card titles. This is the title for Ricky Saints, the U.S. title, the IC title. I don't think he should ever sniff a world title in WWE. Period. He's not the too small thing. I know Sean, but in this era of people you have, I think a Trick Williams, Seth Rollins, a Bron Breakker, Cody Rhodes, even Jey Uso, Roman, I don't think Ricky fits in that category quite yet. Even Carmelo Hayes the same way. I think Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Saints feud for the U.S. title, that could feed some people. That could be pretty damn good, I think. Have Carmelo kind of the heel, Ricky the face. Let's go. I think Ricky's only here because of his buddy Cody, but that's just my opinion. He's not a bad wrestler, don't get me wrong. He's great on the mic. He is a knockoff Rock, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I actually have Ricky Saints winning the U.S. title here, beating Trick Williams. And then we had that steel cage match, Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker. This is match 3 of the trilogy for them. They are 1-1 going into this. I get the whole faction thing with Paul Heyman and how they want to. Seth wants to kind of end the vision and get that done and stuff. And Braun's the future, regardless of what he I think Braun is the future. He to me right now, honestly, I know he's been hurt, but I don't know if he's found it floundering or if it's just kind of like we're not sure when to start his progression up. But I actually think Braun will main event WrestleMania, if not next year, the year after. I think Braun is kind of, he needs to win the U.S. title, the IC title. He needs to kind of progress a little bit there. Get him in the Money in the Bank. Let him either win the Money in the Bank or give him, Rumble or something. I think what should happen to Braun, this is my opinion. The Money in the Bank was in October this year. He should win the Money in the Bank. Now you can hold that Money in the Bank for a year. Just hold it for a while. Just forget about it. Don't even bring it out with you. Just have it. Don't even bring it out with you. Don't even acknowledge you have it. And then out of nowhere, cash it in. Cash it in, I'd say July, August of next year. Kind of a downtime, maybe doing a Saturday Night Main Event. So it's not like you're not cashing on Mania. I don't think he's big enough yet to do that. And then give him a small title run. See how fans react, how everything goes with that. Maybe have him drop the title and then have him win the Rumble and then win the title at Mania. I think you need to kind of build him up a little bit like that to kind of see what you have there when it comes to the fan reaction as the champion. But I have Bron Breakker winning the steel cage match versus Seth Rollins. Probably a little help from the Vision, but that's cool. That's what factions do. And then our main event, we have the Undisputed WWE title line and a triple threat match. We have Cody Rhodes taking on Sami Zayn and Gunther. This is Cody's 6th defense in 113 days. He had 2 technically on SmackDown last week. So basically he won the title. He defended the title twice. Here we are. In 113 days. I thought you had to defend these titles every 30 days or they got stripped. 3-6 to 418 is more than 30 days. 418 to 531 is more than 30 days. What happened to the 30-day rule? I guess it doesn't count anymore. I don't know. Because there's so many titles in WWE. But, hey. I know a lot of people love these 6-match cards. And yeah, less than 3 hours for PLE. Cool. I know everyone this weekend is crazy because we have TNA Slammiversary. We have NXT Great American Bash. And we have AEW Forbidden Door. I know everyone, there's a lot of people online that are against AEW. I'm not one of them. I'm pro AEW and pro wrestling, I watch watch pro wrestling, either be WWE, AEW, GCW, whatever the company is. I watch it for different things. When I'm watching WWE, storylines, how they build the story, how they build guys up, what's next here, what are we going to do here. When I'm watching AEW, I'm watching for great matches. When I'm watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, I'm still kind of a little behind right this. I'm still finishing up the Best of Super Junior. I'm looking for those standout 5-star matches. That's all I'm looking for. G1 comes up. It's already started. I'm behind a little bit on that. I'm looking for 5-star matches. When I'm watching WWE, I'm not looking for 5-star matches. I'm looking for the story. How are we going to build this story? What are we saying here? It's just like with this Cody Sami Gunther match. We have the history of Gunther and Cody. We have Sami kind of sticking his nose in there, and why me? Why not me? Why not me? And we build a triple threat match like this. We only build a triple threat match like this with Gunther, Cody, and Sami Zayn. Not that Sami's less than them two, but technically WWE terms he is. Sami's eating the pen no matter what. No matter who wins, Sami's eating the pen. The only reason you set this triple threat matchup is so Gunther or Cody doesn't eat the pen. That's it. Simple. So when I'm watching this, I know this going in. If this was a AEW triple threat match for the title, shit, that's going to happen here. This is fun. You got to watch them with different mindsets, which is my only point, my pure point here. You watch them with, you can't watch an AEW show and expect WWE stuff. You can't watch WWE stuff and expect AEW stuff. You can't watch this show here and go, okay, Turk Williams, Rookie Saints. That's going to be equal to Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. No. Two different matches, completely. So, unfortunately, a lot of people online do that. They want to compare. You can't, you got to contrast. This is what makes WWE great. This is what makes AEW great, and go with that. But anyway, Cody Rhodes ends up pinning Sami Zayn here and retaining his title. Gunther will not be part of the... I don't think they're going to do that. Have Gunther eat the pin with Sami Zayn in the match. Sami's in there just eat the pin, in my opinion. So, I have two new champions in Jade Cargill and Ricky Saints. I have Bron Breakker winning against Seth Rollins. I have Jey Uso, King of the Ring. I have IYO SKY as Queen of the Ring. And Cody Rhodes retaining his WWE Undisputed Championship in that main event triple threat match. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show, and I will try to get a recap up of all these shows this weekend at some point. We'll see how the weekend goes, how the week goes. But as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content, from the independent scene to the main event of WrestleMania.